Who's knocking? Hi everybody, it is Alicia. Today I'm just going to be creating an eye look, and I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Naked Palette. It's the original palette. It's actually the first ever eyeshadow palette I've ever used. So the first like 6 months I did my makeup, this is what I used, and I did the same look every time. My eyes are already prepped. I used Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and then I just set them with a powder. A lot of people don't like to get out of their comfort zone and use darker colors, but I'm going to tackle it today, and hopefully you can try it, and practice makes perfect. This look has shimmer on the brow bone, so I'm going to take the color Virgin. So we're just going to put some shimmer up here, and then we can always like reapply later. So I'm going in with the shade Naked. I'm going to get a little bit on my brush and then tap the excess off, and then I'm going to lightly dust it all over my lid. I'm staying in my whole crease with this shade, and I'm making sure I get on my inner corner too. You're barely touching your eye though, just be very, very gentle with the brush, and that's how you get the most blended effect. So I'm taking the shade Buck. It is another brown matte, and I'm going all around the crease with it. I like to start in the outer end of my eye and go in, and then I like to tilt my head up and make sure I follow the crease. Again, using a light hand. And then once I get a feel for the crease, I kind of go back and forth with it. And then gradually add more product. Don't go in the first time with a crazy amount of powder on your brush, because that doesn't allow it to blend out as well. Making sure that I keep adding it in the inner corner, because if it's just in the outer corner, your eye's gonna kind of like go out like that instead of looking full, if that makes sense. The brush I use, since it's so dense, it's really not that great at blending. So I'm going to grab the Morphe M503. It's a fluffy blending brush for your crease, and I'm not going to add any product to it. I'm just going to go in and fluff it out, brush. I'm going to go in and blend it out a little bit. Now we're actually going to go in with the color Creep. And remember, you don't want to add a crazy amount of product. You want to keep adding and building to it rather than having a whole black mess. Alright. You going? Go ahead.
I need to finish my bed and then I'll do that.
Okay. My brother's watching me. Alright, so I'm going to take this blending brush, and I'm going to stay exactly where I applied the black, but gonna buff it out a little bit so there's no crazy harsh lines. So we're going to take this bluish gunmetal color. Yeah, I'm pretty much shaking it all the way in, and then I'll just do a tiny bit of the champagne color. My camera died because what else is new, so cool. So I'm just going to pack it on a little bit more for pigment. I'm going to go back with the very, very first brush I used, the M431 little guy, and I'm going to go in with the color Sin. Sin is my favorite color in the palette, and I'm going to go in the inner corner with it, and blend it into the gunmetal, and then go back over the gunmetal with it to blend that out more. So I'm not trying to have it too light in here in this area, in that region. Why am I not focused? Same thing for right in here. So after that, I'm going to go back in with Creep, the black, and I'm just going to kind of add it to the outer corner so that it doesn't get lost with the blue, because you still want that black. This next step is pretty optional. For the lower lash line, I always like to match the colors I used on my lid for the under eye, just to give it the whole, the whole full appearance. Alright, so I'm going to add the black a very, very thin layer. You don't want to go too far down because we're going to be adding the blue still. Love that. Okay, so I'm going to use the same little brush and grab the gunmetal, and I'm going to swipe that across my whole bottom lash line. I love this! Now I kind of want to go out tonight, but I'm probably not going to. I'm going to add a little bit more shimmer right here. Okay, now I'm going to use the eyeliner pencil, and I use Wet n Wild. It's $1 and it is the best eyeliner pencil I have ever bought, so Wet n Wild, you're welcome. So I've added bottom eyeliner. I really like what it does to the smoky eye, because if you're already going to be using dark colors, you might as well get that cat eye and, you know, and close it in there. So off camera, after the camera died for the second time, I applied my lashes, Azurado lashes. Use code Alicia10 at checkout for your discount. And then I used Voluminous Original Mascara by L'Oreal. This is my favorite drugstore mascara. It's probably $9–10 bucks, and it's very, very good. So highly recommend that. And then after I did my eyes, I added some gloss. I used NYX lip liner in Natural, and then I used a lip plumper from Too Faced, and then just a regular shimmer gloss. Let me see. It is actually Wet n Wild, so that was probably like $2. This is the completed look using the Urban Decay Naked Palette. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for the love and support that I constantly receive from all my peoples back home, you know. I can't wait to record my next video for you guys, and if you have any requests, any palettes you'd like me to use, any products that you're not really sure about, shoot me a message and I will absolutely try and help you out with that. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.